Hey YouTubers and kayakers, I'm going to show you what I did to strengthen the kayak hoist that I have. A lot of you guys have seen these kayak hoists. You can get them pretty cheap on Amazon. I think I paid about $30 for mine, and they seem to work pretty well on these more lighter weight kayaks, even though most of them that you'll find are rated to 100 to 125 pounds. Some of the components to me, just didn't seem like they would handle that much weight. For these smaller kayaks, it seems like it's alright, but I wound up using these for about 3 years until I traded in one of my kayaks and got a more heavier, wider fishing kayak. And when I tried to hoist that up on here, it just seemed like the strength wasn't there, and I didn't trust some of the components. So I'm going to show you what I did to make that a little stronger and boost the strength of that. I got a couple things you may appreciate. So the first thing I'd recommend doing is, I think the instructions for these, they call for installing 2 of these 3.5 inch by 1/4 inch screws with the hex head along a 2x4 and up into your rafters. That made no sense to me. I always thought, well, if you can put in 2, why not put in 4 and make it twice as strong? So that's what I did, and that gave me a little more confidence. The next thing is the rope that they give you on this is a 1/4 inch rope that is safety rated to 125 pounds, and that seems like it might be strong enough, but if you go to a 5/16 like this one here, even though that's only a 1/16 of an inch bigger, the safety handling strength of that is 192 pounds. So that's 50% stronger. That's what I wound up restringing up here through mine. My only thought and concern was, is that going to be too wide for the holes that go around into the pulley? And it wasn't, turns out. So that's the first thing you can do. The other thing is the straps that come with these, like this, they go around these hooks, they go underneath the kayak, and they wind up snapping together with these kind of cheesy plastic connectors, which always bothered me because it just seemed like that could easily break with age or snap, and this whole thing could come down on you. And these are 2 inches wide, but they're real thin. So to me, that was just another thing that could have been stronger, and for a heavier kayak like this one that weighs about 75 pounds, I just didn't want to trust that anymore, that it could easily fall. And I have a little dog out here that I would not want it to fall on. So I was trying to find 2-inch straps without the buckle, and possibly, sew this myself, get these a customized size, and that's a little hard to find. So did a lot of searching, and what I found was the next best thing. That was these, what they call hammock straps. These are a lot thicker than the straps that come with these kits, and most of these have this loop about every few inches on here. So that gives you the same adjustability as these straps do, these adjustable straps, when you can just loop this up as high as you need to go. These have about a 400-pound rating, so that seems more than strong enough for what I was going to do. The other thing I thought would be kind of nice, I had a couple of these spare pool noodles that I wound up poking this all the way through. It's a little tough, but I wound up using like a bamboo stick or something, wrapped it around the end of this, and then carefully pulled that through. And what that does, it gives you a little bit of cushion against your kayak, so it's not rubbing or scraping, and it makes it a little sticky, so these straps aren't going to slide. The other problem that I had that I saw was this kayak being 2 feet shorter than my other, and because I had my hoist 8 feet apart, what was happening was really dangerous. These straps had a tendency to want to slide off either end. Because of the way the bow and the keel is, it just has a natural tendency to go to that shortest point there. So this help keep those a little more sturdy. Another safety thing I did here to make sure those would not slide off either end, I just put a rope in between them, tied them one another, so there's no way that those are going to slide apart from each other. They can only slide so far. So all in all, the hammock straps, they were about I think like $12 or $13 on Amazon, and the rope I got at Home Depot, it's a 10-foot rope by 5/16, that was like $11. So for about $25, you can really strengthen this basic hoist system to hold something as heavy as a fishing kayak, at least with some confidence. So hope you guys got something out of that. Thanks.